That's okay, man. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, everyone, and welcome. Welcome, fellow followers, travelers, to Car Stereo Talk.
Okay, start over. Yeah.
Peace, tranquility, and love bestowed upon you from us, weary travelers. What's up, homies? How's it hanging? Yeah, let me hear the crowd. That's about as exciting as I'm going to get tonight. I'm really scraping the bottom here as far as level goes. Hopefully you guys got great questions for us tonight that'll help me get through this. I would just like to thank everyone that's here so far. And by doing that, the easiest way would be to just click on this little scroll thingy over here and be like, what's up, Bobby? Did you post it at 10.9 already, Bobby? Of course you did. Yo, sup, lads, ladies. Hey. Hello from the social circle of Georgia.
What up?
What's up, Dean and Fernando? It's been a while since tuning in. Well, hey, thank you for coming back. We always enjoy. Hopefully you have a wonderful time. Just got off the phone from Brad. We were solving the world's problems, and then we had to do this show. We found the cure for cancer, but I don't remember where I put it. Anyways.
So you didn't find it.
East Atlanta, checking in.
What's up?
Good evening, Jody. Hope you're doing well. Good evening from Cincinnati. WKRP. What kind of mushrooms were on the pizza, guys? Okay, listen. Here's the thing. There's things in life that I don't like. The first one are frogs and toads. To me, they're all the same thing. Big-headed, disgusting things with little legs. Things of nightmare. Okay? Then you have mushrooms that are also referred to as toadstools. Now, the only good thing to ever come from a mushroom was a Smurf. Outside of that, no.
Well, it depends what kind of mushroom.
No, there's no depending whatsoever. There is not one on the planet.
Oh, you haven't tried that yet?
No, I've tried them all.
Not yet.
No, I have. They're disgusting. Ugh. Nope, don't like them. Don't like toadstools, man. Just can't do it. You know? Sometimes I feel my life is like a mushroom, kept in the dark and fed crap. But anyways, so no mushrooms on anything.
You need that type of mushroom right now so they can make you.
No, those are psychedelic. Those are not. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. For sure. Hi. Thanks. You're welcome. From across the street. Hey, wave to Paul. He's over in your town right now. Yeah. Paul is doing, along with all the other Kenwood Americans, wreaking havoc in the world.
That's right.
They're all just doing crazy stuff. Yo! Dean Fernando, haven't talked to you in a minute.
I know.
It was like 2. Hey.
Atlanta.
It's hanging short, shriveled and to the left. Yeah. More of a right kind of guy, but, it's all good. Afternoon from Toronto, eh?
What up?
I miss Canada.
Yeah?
I'd love going there.
You're going to miss it this year.
I know. I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed. What's up, friends? I would cancel my trip, but it's already paid for. So.
What up?
Checking in from York, PA. What's up, Cody?
What's good?
Howdy, gents.
Hello.
Fan freaking tabulous.
Oh,
I know, right? That's totally a Dean phrase.
Yeah.
For a Monday.
Yay.
Anyways, always binge watch. That's good. I do too, and that's usually when I'm tired. Hello from Oregon.
What's up?
Isn't it a fun guy? It is a fun guy, but it's not a fun guy. It's disgusting. Dean, on a DSP RCA output, can I use 1 and 2 outputs instead of 7 or 8 for sub? Okay. Technically, you can do anything you want with inputs and outputs as long as the DSP allows you to do it. Here's the problem. There's a hierarchy, or there's a workflow of setting up a DSP. And so typically it starts with your highs and moves down to your lows. So 1 and 2 is always tweeters or front, 3 and 4 are always mid bass or rear, 5 and 6 is either nothing or rear, and 7 and 8 would be sub. It's just kind of how things go. And if you move those around and you call for tech support, and if the tech support guy is like, wait, what? They're going to get confused. Or if anybody ever gets into it other than you, they're going to get confused. So, yeah, you can pretty much do anything you want. Okay. Now, that's like Mosconi's really good about that because they move, once you've set it up, then they move things in order for you. So it doesn't matter what the numbers are anymore. But yeah, it's a tough one.
All right, before you jump into another question.
I'm not. I'm going to go right to the, I'm going over to this. It's Bobby. It's Bobby jumped the line. So I got to, it's Bobby, man. Hey, we do this little thing called the 12-Volt Clean Wire Club. Some of you have heard of it. It's a great place to go if you're one of those guys, like Bobby, that fancies themselves a clean wirer. And if that's you, well, you're in luck. You could head over there, and every Sunday, Fernando stays up until the wee hours of the morning, scouring the page, trying to find something that looks cool and that they posted. And this week, we got this fantastically set up Alpine system. Look at that thing. Looks so nice and clean and all Alpine-y. Yep. It's brought to you by DNF Tooldro, the place, the home of the IRTA2, Electrical IRTA2 channel.
That's right.
Do we know who did this?
Mr. Larry.
Mr. Larry?
Yeah,
Mr.
Larry Anderson.
Oh, good job, Larry. Fantastic. It looks gorgeous. I like the little red checkerboard thing he's got going underneath it. I dig the color. That's always cool. Very nice. If you would like to have your picture as the photo of the week, then by all means, post something and make it fantastic. Don't be a doofus. Comment and play nice, and there you go. It could be you. It could be you. Magical, mystical you. I don't know. Shut up. Anyways, there you go. That's that. And we hope you like that. Now, to start off, do we have anything else I need to talk about before
yeah.
What?
We're going to be tomorrow at the IBEX show.
Boat show.
Yeah, boat show. So if you're in the area, Tampa Bay area, you can stop by in the 3rd floor.
I don't know where we'll be.
There.
There'll be a Cybertruck. The Cybertruck from Modus will be there.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I don't know what we're going to be doing. We'll be there. That's all I know. If you're going, come and say hi.
Say hi. Yeah.
If you're not going, don't worry. We'll film something to show you.
That is exactly what we're going for.
Yeah. We're going to film some stuff. And probably won't be live because usually like live from those events, just like SEMA and all that stuff suck. So.
Well, but this is Florida. We have the best internet in here.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. So yeah, we'll film something, of course, so that you guys can kind of see what it is. I'm excited because I've always wanted to go to this show. We don't really do boats, so there's kind of no reason for us to be there. But why not? You know, you got to go at least once and be like, okay, now we know I never go. Yeah. But anyways.
Hi. Hang on.
Just had an ad go split screen with DNF on the left side and the ad on the right side.
Wow.
Yes, that is the new YouTube ad so that it doesn't interrupt the timing of the thing. So like, you know.
Okay, but what's playing? The actually ad or the video?
I don't know. I've never seen one.
Huh.
I just know that's a thing because they here's what we're doing. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool because.
Not really.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just happy there's an ad somewhere, for God's sakes. I mean, then I'll get like 5 cents or something.
Let's go.
Speaking of ads. Hey, look at that. The first one is from our good friends at Focal. That's right. Did you know?
I don't.
That Focal made a line of speakers called the Auditor.
Like the animal?
No, Auditor.
Oh.
Auditors, like what happens to you from like
Yeah.
the government when they audit you and whatnot.
Oh,
an auditor could be an attorney, depending on where you live.
Sure. They make a speaker.
They make a speaker called the Auditor. They're very cost effective and they sound fantastic. They even have a 4-channel amplifier in there that you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with. Extremely reasonable. You know it exists because we put it in Haley's car.
Oh.
And it was so happy. She loved that system the most. Yeah. The Auditor system for her was definitely like, she dug that one. But if you're looking for a cost-effective way to have high-end audio in your car, Focal's got you covered. They do make high-end audio that, well, you know, is very expensive, but worth every penny. But if you'd like that expensive sound, but not that expensive price tag, they got you covered. They got you covered from all ends of the spectrum. Make sure to check and see what they can do for you at focal-america.com.
That's right.
And of course, one of our favorites, as always, is the Focal Flax Evo, #1 seller all time.
Just
boom. Okay.
Flax everyone.
Flaxing. Oh, different word? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do this. Hello from Oregon. I already did that one, but I had to do it again because he's a fun guy.
Okay.
That was some dad joke stuff right there. Okay, pull him up. Let's hit it. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Hi, I have a 95 Mustang. I'm sorry. Focal separates would like to run full active, looking for crossover settings, tweeter, and bandpass powering with an ACM 430 along with the DM608. Luckily, Focal is extremely easy for crossover points. Fernando.
Yes.
Do you know off the top of your head what they might be?
Of course.
What are they?
We talk about tweeters.
Tweeters.
5,000.
12 dB or 24 dB?
24 dB.
Liquids Riley?
Yes, for sure.
Fantastic. That's
3.5?
Well, okay, so it looks like he's doing a two-way set. But okay, so here's the deal. If Focal makes it super easy, tweeters are always going to be 5,000 hertz, 24 dB, Linkwix Riley, which you can do on a 608. If you just have the mid bass that goes like a two-way set, then you're going to want to just cross that over bandpass 80 to 5,000. Okay, there again, 24 dB, Linkwix Riley. If there's a 3.5 in there somewhere, then you want to go 5,000 to 350. 350 to 80, 24 Linkwits the whole way across. Super easy crossover points. Yeah, that's it. Way to go. You're going to love it.
Way to go.
Which app do you use for the IRTA 2? Funny you should ask, because there is a new app that just came out. It is expensive, but there are a bunch of them to choose from. So the most popular one that I use is, hold on, let me do. Where's it at?
Audio tools.
So, hang on. I can do this. Oh, not that. This. I'm gonna learn how to use my phone.
You know how to?
I don't know how to use
that
I
thing?
do not know how to use this. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, so let me go over to here. So let me hide this for a minute.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Okay, right there at the top, it says Sound Scope. This is the new app by Studio 6 that they just came out with. Sound Scope by, Studio 6.
I'm just going to hide you comment. So.
Yeah, and this is it here. So it looks very similar to the RTA app, which is white with red. It's also made by Studio 6. That's the cheap one that you can get is the RTA. There again by Studio 6. This is their new version of the app that has way more cooler features and will go all the way out to a 48th octave, which is a bit obscene. 24 is nice. You can also choose between bars and lines. So you can do just regular lines if you like. You can do RTA with FFT. Of course, that's way too many, so we'll just go out to like 1/6 here. Now, what makes it really cool is that you can go both vertical and horizontal. All right, see how I'm spreading this out now?
You can change the scale.
So you can change the scale this way, horizontal, and of course, of course you can go.
Wow,
you can go vertical as well. Really getting in and fine tuning and having a lot of fun, or you can just bring it all the way back down, bring it all the way back over. So this allows you to really get in and look at. That's why they have such fine scale. Because let's go like 24 dB. This one is a lot of fun, but that is my new favorite.
Now, because
sure.
it's VR, if you have one of those goggles,
It is
you can
not
change the
that.
frequency.
That is not. Is not that.
It's not that.
It is not that.
That would have been cool though.
Sure. It's called SoundScope Studio 6. I think it's like $24. It is expensive. Like I said, they're just RTA app.
Everything is
will do vertical scaling. It will not do horizontal scaling. To me, the horizontal scaling was the most important thing, especially when we're trying to do like videos. We need to like look at something, like when we're doing like epicenter videos, or we can really, when you're tuning or you're looking at something, you just have a lot more adjustment. So anyways, they're not paying me, so whatever. Anyways, moving on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Next question. Hi guys, upgrading from 2-way to 3-way in a GMC Yukon. Where should I mount the tweeters for better staging? A sail panel, a pillar, a sail panel. I can mount with pods on a pillar or flush mount on a sail panel. Okay, so this is a tough one, but we'll give it a crack. The sail panel is a nice location. The problem with the sail, so there's going to be a problem no matter where you go. But the problem with the sail panel, as opposed to, hold on, I gotta fix this. I just noticed. I'm like, why is this so bad? Style. There we go. Wow.
Change the color.
I'm going to. Okay.
Beautiful.
I know. Why did it do that? That was weird. Oh.
Sure.
Wow. No. I don't want any of this.
No, just go back to normal. There you go.
That was weird. I hit a button. It happens. Okay.
Oh, hit a button.
Okay, so if you put them on the sail panel, there's a nice option. It's going to get the closer tweeter you, though. So it does kind of shorten the soundstage, okay, because now they're here. If you're going to put them on the A-pillar, you can get them out a little farther, but I would go as far forward as possible on the A-pillar. The thing you do have to keep in mind is when you are putting them on the A-pillar, if there's oh shit handles, you have to bear in mind where they're at, because you want to make sure the tweeter is not in, that isn't affecting how the tweeter's performance is going to be. Either one will work. Now, if you tow the tweeters in, obviously you can direct where it goes, and you get the ugly look of the tweeters towed in, which some people like. I do not. I prefer a nice flat factory look, but to each his own. But yeah, those are the kind of the plus and minuses of both. Really what it comes down to 9 times out of 10 is, what are you capable of doing? What's going to look the best? And performance. Hopefully you have a DSP and you just figure out from there. Is it possible to add 360 view without going aftermarket head unit? I have a 2025 Toyota Crown that only came with a backup camera, and I would like to have the 360 view. So probably not. There are some options for 360 view aftermarket wise, but in order to have that work with your aftermarket radio, you have to have a module that talks Toyota, that tells the Toyota, hey, here I am. Right now, I don't know of any module that does that for Toyota that allow you to input into the camera, because it has to override the video input from the camera to give you that 360 view. So it has to be able to, like when you have things happening on the left or things happening on the right or something happening up forward, and it's wanting to see that, there has to be a way to get that into the backup camera system, which is all that you technically have on the Toyota. And so typically Toyota uses a analog backup wire, but they might also have a digital backup wire, which means the module would have to digitally tell the radio to turn on. I don't remember what the 2025 had that we just did, if it was an analog or a digital or reverse wire, but there would have to be a module to go there, and I don't think there is one yet, because there's almost nothing for 2025 when it comes to Toyota. Yeah. So, and the other thing too is wiring the thing in, like where the camera is going to go. Like you have to figure that out, because a lot of times the aftermarket 360 stuff looks terrible. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
That's one of those things I strongly recommend you buy with the car if you really want it. Otherwise, Just don't. Because it'll never be nice. It'll just be, Dean, planning an under the rear deck amp rack for 2 Audison amps. Any tips on getting the S-bend measured and bent correctly using 1/4-inch ABS? Yeah. Cut a piece of wood. So what we typically do is we have 1 inch, 1/2 inch. We have a whole bunch of, stacks. Okay, so we'll make a jig, and then we'll do accordingly. Now, the one thing I'll tell you is that unless you have a heat strip long, don't try to bend like a whole side. So like if it's gonna, let's say the amp rack's like 30 inches long, don't try to put a 30-inch bend in there. It'll never happen. Just cut it out and have maybe 3, like one here, one in the middle, and build a jig that is the right depth. Because you can always just take a piece of scrap plastic and cut it to a 2-inch or 3-inch strip and pre-bend it and put it in there and be like, oh yeah, that works. And then you have that jig now, heat up the other stuff and put it into place. Now, a couple tips would be, 1, it's going to be hot. So have some gloves that are going to protect your fingers. 2, have a wet rag that's cold so that once you do get it bent into place and you're holding it for, you can take the wet rag and flash cool the stuff down so that it stays in place. So when you make the jig, let's say you stack the stuff up, okay, mount it firmly to your counter, double-sided tape or screw it into whatever you need to do, and have another piece so that when you do push it into the jig, let's say, because you're going to do this first, okay, have a piece there that you can put on this side to lock it into place. Don't just like plan on bending it. We usually will have all sides, not just the back side. We want a front side piece and then a top side piece so that we're pushing on it the whole time. Mm-hmm. So just make a jig is what I would suggest.
Make a jig.
Do the jig it up. What's the proper wiring harness for a 2014 F-150? To do what? To add just a radio? I mean, iData. I would always just do iData.
Yeah.
If we're trying to put a radio in it. Actually, trying to do anything in a 2014 F-150, I would just go to iData. They're going to have all the pieces for that. So, getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. And hold on. This is I have to share this because it's exactly how I feel. It was Ernie's comment.
It was right there.
Oh. Yeah, 360 systems suck to install. Howdy. And I agree 100% with him. That's, like I said, that's one of those things you just buy with the car. When will the direct replacement Kenwood come out for the new 2007? I mean, I don't have a list. It's like, it's just like
you and me both.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. They're not talking, we're not telling. So as soon as it can come out, it'll come out. That's all we got.
They're not talking Nissan and Kenwood.
Yeah. They're yeah, exactly. Hey guys, a 2019 Chevy Equinox Psycho build.
I like that. Psycho
4
build.
Pro 110s, 1 Pro 210, 1 Pro 410, 1 Pro 430, 2 Pro 230s, and 2 Pro 830s. Alpine ILX 5. See, that's where you screwed up. I'm getting white noise suggestion. So obviously I hate the Alpine radio. Let's take that out of the equation first. All right. So that has your RC outputs. That's going to be your feed in. That's what's going into the 830s. That's where it all starts. So I would probably get rid of the radio. Don't get rid of it. I would just probably unplug the radio and get like a really high-end whatever your phone is. If your phone is USB-C, get a USB-C to RCA. Just get a high-end version of it. Make sure you check that because Ernie found out the hard way, is that if you buy a cheap USB-C, every USB-C for audio has a DAC in it. If you buy one that is crappy, you're not going to get full frequency output from your USB-C. So buy a nice USB-C to RCA, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to feed out of your phone directly into the amplifier as a source unit, bypassing the Alpine, getting it out of the equation. We're going to start there. If the noise stops, we know where it's coming from. Life is great. Now, if the noise persists, now we need to start eliminating speakers and amplifiers and figure it. If it's the 830, the speakers are hooked up to the 830 and they're not doing it, okay, then we know it's everything after the 830. All the pros have the bypass DSP features built into them. So I would make sure that those are all on, which hopefully they are. That disengages the gain so that everything is then controlled through the DSP. If you are using amplifier gains, then that could be there. But if the whole system has it, I would look first at the source unit.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Maybe the gains are too high.
That's an insane system. Well, that's what I'm saying. I would start at the source unit.
Yeah.
The gains might be too high. Who knows? But that's what I would do. I would bypass the source unit and see where we go from there.
Okay. So he says...
head unit is grounded where the amps are. All wiring were redone. All RC is standalone. Still, this persists. Any suggestion? MSD maybe. Which model? Thanks, as always. The other thing, too, like MSD... there again, if the noise is happening without the engine running, then we know it's not the MSD unless it's like an ignition circuit, which a newer car isn't going to have MSD ignition. So we don't have to worry about it being the alternator because we'll get, there again, if you get it with the engine running and the engine not running, you don't have it, then yeah, it's probably that. But if it's just all the time, I would start with the source unit. Good question, Bobby. No, there was no podcast today, and that we're going to blame 100% on our good friend, Brian. He had a really rough weekend, and we had plans of doing it, but his weekend went sideways, and now he's driving to the main event, which is this weekend. World Finals are this weekend in Alabama. And so it just didn't work out. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. If he has one free night this weekend, maybe he can do it from his hotel room. We'll kind of see where it's at. I was bummed, and I know you're bummed. I hate missing a week, but life sometimes gets in the way. And I'm joking. He just had a really bad weekend, so we didn't get time to film one.
You want to change your?
Yes, I do. And speaking, since we all feel bad for Brian, let's go ahead and bring this up here. The world of DSP has come to an end. There is no more DSP.
No more?
No more DSP.
Okay.
It just doesn't exist. Arc Audio does not make a 6 to 8, a PS 6 to 8. There's an affordable version of their DNA software that is just that. 6 channels in, 8 channels out, digital in if you want, Toslink if you want. Fully customizable with the DNA software. Yeah. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
They don't make a 12 channel. They don't make a 16 channel. Why would you need something like that? They don't make the PSM Pro, which is a small hideaway 6 to 8 that fits in the palm of your hand with enough power to get you to the moon and back.
Don't believe
if we
me?
actually went to the moon. Ooh, spooky. And the world is flat.
If you don't believe it, Ian, go to arcaudio.com. Find out for yourself.
Down with DSP. Long live the DSP. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
All right, so hang on.
Yeah.
Right there. Click in GS.
DNF, how's it going with the boss out of town? Do you know what to do without his guidance? I don't even know what to do with his guidance. I mean, I
actually miss Paul walking into the door. I was like, dude.
Yeah, okay, so let me explain how a day with Paul goes. This is Fernando. Pretend like Fernando is working. Okay? This is how the day goes. This will be Paul. And then he's going to do this.
But no,
so he's going to get right about here, and I'm going to go, do you need anything? Nope.
But he get closer to the car and just look around the whole car just to see what's going on. He just want to make sure that the job is done properly.
Yeah, that's totally it. So that's usually how the day with Paul goes.
Everything's good. Hey, we're working on the car, so.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll manage. We'll manage. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But we'll get over it. What's the closest head unit in terms of sound quality to a Kenwood Exelon? Has to be an L chassis unit or compatible with a 2024 RAV4 non-floating design. Seems like the options are Pioneer or Alpine. I mean, you just said non-floating design, so that kind of... Kenwood also has the 4710, and there's a 5710 that is an L chassis design, in case you didn't know that. They're a short chassis that the top comes off so that you can make it an L chassis. So there's those. Otherwise, yeah, you're looking at Alpine or Pioneer if you don't want to float. So, but yeah, there are 2 Kenwoods that will do that. So,
yeah,
the 6 to 8 does have digital in. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good evening, Dean and Fernando. I'm going to put a set of 6.5-inch components in my 2024 GMC Sierra.
Very good.
Do you think a 3-way system is worth the extra money versus a 2-way system?
It's a 2004 GMC Sierra.
Yes, I do. Yes.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's one more speaker. Better sound.
Well, it's just so
it completes the system, I feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's look at it like this. You have a tweeter. So earlier in the show, someone asked about the focal, right? It's just tweeter. This is what tweeter looks like.
That's how the tweeter
This is the
looks
tweeter.
like.
These are the mid-range. This is the bass. Anyways,
doesn't make sense.
I know. It doesn't have to. It's our show. We get to do whatever we want. I'm juggling. So earlier we were talking about crossover points for a tweeter. So the tweeter is 5,000 and up. It's what a tweeter does. It's just good. Some tweeters will play good at 3,200 and up. Some will play 2,200 and up. Either way, 22 to 5,000. It's a jump. Brian crosses over at like 4,000 because that's what they're just there to tick. Okay. So now if your tweeter is up high and your mid-range is down low, that mid-range now has to play from 80 to 5,000. Is it capable of doing that? Yes, it is. And it's going to do it well. However, what if you had another speaker in there that played from 5,000 to 350 or 5,000 to 400 or whatever? Okay. It's going to take some of the stress off of that mid-range. And that mid-range is going to be able to do what it's designed to do, 350 to 80, better. Okay. So in some cases, when you design a 3-way system, they're not the same speakers. A lot of them now are because they're all universal, and it's like the mid-range is the mid-bass is the mid-bass is the mid-bass. Not always the case, but in a lot of cases now that's just how it's done. But when you go to a 3-way set, it gives you the ability to lighten the load and also shape the sound a little bit more. Not every application you can do a 3-way set. Mm-hmm. We know this. I mean, it's just how it is. But if you're like, I can do that, well, then do it. It will sound better.
For sure.
And with that, what's up, Marty?
Hello.
Mr. Dean. Anyways, okay. Say it is the ILX 511. What would you recommend as a replacement? First things first, I would make sure that the software is 100% up to date on the Alpine. Because if it's not running the 6.0 or 6 point whatever software, it's probably the problem. It's definitely the problem.
Haley recommends Red Robin.
For what? For dinner?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now, if we're looking for a replacement, there again, the 11-inch screen, we all know that I'm going to say the Kenwood 1058 because the 1058 is by far the best on the market. The Sony 9500, there again, best on the market, fantastic radio.
Yeah.
Or, now, here's why the 1058 is the better move out of all of them. It's a toss-link out. Shuts off all the bass and treble controls, gives you a light bulb output. If there's floor noise coming from the source unit, it will no longer come from the source unit. Because why? It's a light bulb. It doesn't have floor noise. It's just zero. Just nothing. So from that perspective, that would be a better buy. Just go fiber optic right into the amplifiers and call it a day.
You have a monster of a system.
That's insanity.
That's fantastic. I would love to see that.
Turkey burger or turkey avocado? Just a turkey burger, lettuce, pickles, and onions. You know, same cheese, obviously cheese.
Cheese.
Yep, cheese.
Double cheese.
Cheddar. No, just cheddar cheese, lettuce, pickles, and onions. Real basic guy. Fries, yes, of course, always fries. Melissa says on the 2004 Sierra, if it is Bose and you get a pillar, there's room in the door for a 3.5 and a 6.5 behind the grill. Because the non-Bose, that's where the tweeter goes. And I was thinking the same thing, Melissa. Mm-hmm. Is that you get those A-pillars that have that terrible tweeter up high, and then you put the 3.5 mid base. You got to run wires into the door, but those are actually some of the easiest wires to run into the doors ever. So
yeah.
And then, just so you don't know, Brad says, "Hi, Melissa. Red Ramen has turkey burgers." Yeah, they do. They're fantastic. That's all I get when I go there. It's actually what I look forward to. I take turkey bacon. I hate turkey bacon. Y'all did the Blam system in my 25 Camry Hybrid. Any suggestions on a head unit for the 12.3-inch infotainment system? Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. We've done some 2025s, and there isn't. You lose features. Wait till next year. Yeah. Let's wait till next year.
Why do you keep doing that?
Because I'm like, here's now, next year.
That's next year.
This is next year. Yeah. Really, what we're waiting for is we know there's a few data. There's new data wires behind the radio that aren't currently tapped with what's available. So we can plug in a 2024 program, and some of the stuff will work. Some of the stuff won't work, though, and the stuff that doesn't work, kind of important. Yeah. So I would really recommend waiting. So.
Oh, this is a good question.
I mean, that's your job. So, would you still recommend a 3-way system over a 2-way system if somebody's installing it with no DSP? Yes, I would. What would the difference be? All right, so let's look at a passive crossover for a minute. So, we get a 3-way, we get a Focal, we get a Morel, we get anything that comes with a passive crossover for a 3-way set. Mm-hmm. Morel comes with they have, 4 different 3-way sets, 5 different 3-way sets. Seems like they got the most. When you look at the passive crossover, really what we're looking at is attenuation, right? Because EQ would be great, but we have to assume that the manufacturer is like, these guys are not going to be putting a DSP in here. We hope they will, but we still want the speakers to sound good. However, the tweeters might be too quiet or they might be too loud. What about the mid-range? So when you get a better set of a 3-way set, or even a generic set of 3-way sets, there's usually some form of attenuation level control built into the passive crossovers that allow you to do some blending. That's really the most important thing, even if it's not DSP'd, is that we want to, if we could at least blend them properly, they're still going to sound good. There's no question of that, because we know they're going to sound good, because from 1985 till sometime 10 years ago, maybe, we didn't really do a lot of DSP. And guess what? Cars sounded great. So now we all have DSP, and we can make things sound greater, betterer, stupenduser. So will it sound like a DSP car? No. Will it sound like crap? No. It's going to sound good. It's going to be loud. It's going to be dynamic. Everything's going to sound like it's coming out of the left. Dude, really? What phase issues? What phase issues are we going to have? None. You're not going to have. Even if you are, who cares? The world existed before DSPs, Austin. You know this. I hope you know. Well, you're young, so you might not know this. We were doing car audio for a really long time before everyone decided to get on the DSP wagon. So I know this is hard, but yes, you can put a 3-way system into a car without a DSP, and it's going to sound like, it's not going to sound like a DSP car, but it's still going to sound good. It's not going to have a center image. It's going to sound just like the car does now, just with more dynamic range. Are you going to hate it? Oh, you are going to hate the hell out of it. I'm going to hate it. Is the customer going to like it? Probably, because it still sounds like everything is where it was before. It just sounds better. And if they play with their fader a little bit, fade it this way some, then they can actually move the soundstage a little bit, and they'll be like, "Oh, this sounds pretty
like
good."
you say now with these radios.
Yeah, or if they have an aftermarket radio,
actually get pretty close.
Yeah. So there's a lot you can do. Obviously, DSP would be better, but
100%.
People get a little crazy now, and it's like, ooh, dial it back, And there again, look at it. Let's say it's in a Toyota. Ooh, it's in a Toyota. Then let's say and it has all pass filters in the radio. Do you think it's going to matter? No, it's not. You know why? Because they've had all pass filters since like 85, 86, and we used to never care. We didn't even know what they were back then.
Well, exactly. It's not like you guys don't care.
And everyone sat in the car and goes, "Damn, this thing sounds amazing." We're like, "Bro, you know it." So, anyways.
All right.
I know. So, yeah. But no, that was a great question. We just get so excited. Next sponsor.
That was fantastic, yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Frank.
Frank's the guy. Let's just keep on the DSP tip. Do you want small DSP? Do you want big Class AB? Ooh. Well, Mosconi has you. If you want the tiniest little sexy beast of an amplifier, it's like this big. It's like, so much power. Staggered power for, so much enjoyment. Well, they have you with the Picos. If you want something like those guys right there, pros. Or that one. This one right here. They got you covered too. So they got you A, B, D, small, big, or pro. Check them out at Mosconi-America.com. Full DSP. DSP is dead. Long live the DSP.
Or you have a 3-way set and you want to make it better. Get a DSP.
Yeah. If Austin sold you a system without a DSP, the pirate that is Austin with his scissors in his mouth.
I like it.
Wait, hold on.
The pirate?
Yeah. Look at him. He's like a pirate.
Thank you, Melissa.
I have a set too.
They heavy though.
Oh, these things are heavy. I was I'm going, damn, I don't want to chip a tooth. That'd be really bad. These are my favorite scissors.
I saw Nick put in the sound treatment with those.
Oh, yeah. I almost let the F-bomb out. Yeah, don't ever use these for that.
Why not?
Because...
That would have been fantastic.
Okay, well, I'll buy you a set. You can do whatever you want to them.
Yeah.
You use mine for that. We're going to have words. Hi, all. I have to watch the rest later. Have a wonderful night, Melissa. Good seeing you again.
Yes.
They're right. Shears, not scissors. No, you're right. You're right. 100%.
They're what?
They're shears. They're not scissors. They're shears.
What's the difference?
Shears are professional. Scissors are for kids.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Ooh,
no, I bought when Haley got her sewing machine, we went to Joann's and we bought her some shears, for expensive pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we're not going to use crappy scissors. We're going to get you a really nice pair of scissors. So they used to have, this is why they're out of business, because they had like 20 feet of shears, aka scissors, to choose from.
Yeah.
And we spent like 10 minutes there. And then we found the pair that she liked the best. Then we had to get someone to come over and unlock them from the shelf so that we could buy them.
Yeah.
And I was like, do not use these for anything other than cutting material. Don't ever let me see you cut paper with these.
Yeah.
I'm going to disown you. Have you finalized what you are installing in the Mustang?
Before you go. Yes. For some reason it's getting all blurry on the
Is it?
On the video, yes. I can totally see it right now.
So weird.
So, sorry guys. It's
that time everyone's gone home.
Yeah.
It's so sorry. Yes, we have finalized what we're doing in the Mustang, and no, we're not going to talk about it. So here you go. Shears are for material. Scissors are for everything else.
Oh.
I mean, that sounds like sexy, but we'll just leave it at that. Vera says, are there any updates from PAC on the interface for the new Ram, Dodge, Jeep vehicles? Chris, if you would have been on time, Ernie was here in the comments, and he probably could have given you an answer for that, but I'm assuming he went on with the rest of his life and moved on. So, no.
He got something better to do.
Yeah, he had something better to do. So, satellite issues. Yeah, we've exceeded.
I think it's raining.
Is it? Oh, is it? Really? It doesn't look like
Yeah,
it's raining.
it's just the fog came in and
it's just everyone's gotten home and football's getting ready to start. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, there you go. I think is a better answer. You can run with shears, not scissors. You got a point there, Tommy. You got a point. Hey, Dean.
Timmy.
What? Timmy?
Timmy?
Timmy.
You say
Timmy D.
You say Tommy. Tommy?
Did I say Tommy? It was Timmy. So either way, it's Timmy D from the D.
Okay.
I don't know. That's pretty cool. Okay. Hey, Dean. A while back, I asked you about intermittent hissing that happened to in a Corolla. I did a 4-channel amp integrating the factory head unit despite using load resistors. The ACM 4.300 was defective. That makes sense. I mean, I'm glad you figured it out because that would drive me crazy. But yeah, no, that makes sense. Sometimes it is. How you guys fix the popping noise from the subs at start? Ooh, turn on pop. All right, that's a tough one because it depends on what is causing it to pop. Sometimes, like the problem we just read about, it's the amplifier. The amplifier sucks. Doesn't have the proper filtering, we'll call it filtering, blocking, filtering, put into it, better. And it just, not saying yours does. I'm just saying that's one of the things. Now, there's a couple tests you can do to find out what's doing it. The first is get somebody, go to the amplifier, unscrew the remote, turn on. Have somebody in the front seat of the car, turn the car on, and they go 1, 2, 3, and connect the power wire to it, the remote turn on wire to it, and see if it pops. If it doesn't pop, then you have inrush problems, meaning like when the car turns on, everything turns on, and you get a pop. If it doesn't pop, if it does the same pop, more than likely it's something with the amplifier. But if it doesn't pop, then you can get a piece from Metra called the PS what?
I don't think it's PS.
What's that?
I don't think it's PS.
It is PS.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's AXPS.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's a PS. It's called the AXPS, Access Pop Stopper. And we got a video on this so we can walk you through it. But what this is designed to do is that seconds of delay that you counted in your head before you hooked up the remote turn on, it will replicate that. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and it doesn't do it, so you might have to try it more than once. Like 1, 2, and do it, pops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it doesn't pop. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it doesn't pop. So you can play with it. That'll allow you to adjust the timing. So if it is that inrush pop, you can delay the turn on of the amplifier so that it doesn't have that issue. That's really the only solution. So I'd give it a try. AXPS, Access from Metra, AXPS. Sometimes you can find it on Amazon. Sometimes you can't. If you can't find one from your local guy, give Paul a call on Monday because he's out of town, and he'll ship you one. He'll take your money and ship you one.
That's so bad. Man.
Oh, yeah. Dyslexia? 100%. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do. We all know this. I mean, trust me. Try reading 100 comments. I was not the guy that wanted to read stuff at school. I have a 2018 F-150 NAV TV. DSP 12A A to B. And a JL Audio 9000 or 905 running my surrounds and sub. Wanting some sort of equalizer or something to clean everything up. What are my options, or what would you do? So the NAV TV 12A is your DSP. That's what it's for. So what are we looking to EQ? Because, I mean, the amplifier has all that built in. So, I mean, really you'd have to not use that and get something with a bigger DSP. So I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, everybody makes an A to B module now that'll work in that vehicle. So if you wanted to start over, you could go with the Nav TV, you could go with the iData, you could go with the pack A to B and get a different amplifier that has a more robust DSP, like a Blackbird, Falcon, Pico, whatever. There's a bunch of them that'll give you multi-channel output. Most of them only give you 4 channels of output, though. So you have a 905, so you'd have to do some weird stuff there. But, I mean, that amp's supposed to be your DSP. Have you plugged it in? I don't know. What else you got? 2024 Silverado with Bose. What cabling do I need to run? What cabling
do I need to put an ACD 1200?
So it's 2024 with Bose. I would head over to pack-audio.com and pick up your Amp Pro. Mm-hmm. That is going to be a Pack Amp Pro. Amplifier is behind the seat. You're going to pull the amplifier out, plug the Pack Amp Pro into that, and that's going to give you your 6-channel RC outputs to go off to your D61200 that you can power up all your stuff with. So it'll have a front, rear, and sub output. It'll strip off all of the equalization, so you'll just get a fantastic 5 volts of preamp level output to go directly into that. It'll basically turn your 2024 Chevy Silverado into an aftermarket radio. It's a fantastic thing. So pack-audio.com. Calling you in the morning. Don't call me in the morning. We'll be in Tampa doing a thing. Call me tomorrow. Text me first.
Yes.
If I'm free, i I'll answer the phone. So anyways. What is Vero going on about?
Oh yeah, you already answered that one.
Okay. Hey.
No, you already
I was gonna
answered
say
that
I already
one.
got that one. Yeah. Second ACM in a row that was defective out of the box. Oof. That's a tough one, especially since it's like that time to where our next sponsor is going to be AudioControl. Listen, regardless of the manufacturer, sometimes there's bad batches. Like, it happens. I mean, look at a car audio manufacturer. I mean, look at a car manufacturer where it's like, we just talked about Toyota, 500,000 recalls on an infotainment system. That's a lot. That's insanity.
This is what they know right now.
That's just what they know. 500,000 cars are affected by that recall. So the reality is at some point, somebody's going to get lucky enough, you might be one, that gets something bad. I can say this, is that most of the time that is not the case. Or, I mean, obviously you've had that problem, so most equipment is fairly good. But there's always going to be that one that just, yeah.
It happens.
It hates
man.
you.
It happens.
You got 2, which is extremely weird. Extremely weird. But things are weird.
Especially, like, yeah, back to back. Yeah.
Honestly, I have no idea. It's just doing bad things. And,
yeah,
and
man. Right now,
I'm
watching the same as you, and everything is just, yeah.
The resolution I don't know what's happening. Yeah, it could be the weather. It is Florida.
Yeah.
But, hey, the nice thing is, yes, we're on dial-up for sure. The nice thing is that's why we also rebroadcast this show on Monday or tomorrow, Tuesday. So, because we're stripping the digital images off of it right now so that we have a digital backup. And I don't know what it is about Monday, but the show always looks like crap. So, we try. Some days it doesn't. There again, could also be StreamYard pushed an update, screwed everything up. They like to do that. Because we're at their mercy. Solar flares might have happened in the last few days. There you go. I'll take that, Cuddy. Good replacements for Chevy speakers, 2024 Silverado. I was thinking of running 2 Kicker 10 boxes. Need to be able to keep it up. Okay. So, all right. Well, Kicker does make a box to go underneath the seat of a Chevy Silverado 2024. If you're looking to do subwoofers, I would agree with you on that, Austin.
That is fantastic.
Anyways, Kicker does make a box for the back seat of that car to go up underneath the seat. run whatever you would like. That's great. I mean, if we're just looking for subs, rock on. They also make amplifiers. They also have the KS speakers that'll go into there. They have the 6x9 with the 2.5 that can go up in the dash.
Yeah.
If you want to make some A-pillar adjustments, they also have the 3-way set. So yeah, Kicker is a wonderful place to be.
Yeah.
It was nice. It's okay. Most days are perfectly fine. Some days aren't. Yeah, I mean, just how it always works. Also, always make sure if you're using a DSP, use the remote turn on out of the DSP. Yes. Yeah. For sure.
Always.
I mean, it's what makes life good. All right, I got to do this. I'm going to do this right here. Hey, this last and final segment of the show that we're just hanging on dearly for as the internet slowly fades into oblivion is brought to you by the good folks of AudioControl.com. Did you know, Fernando, that they have a line called Epic? And inside of this line, they make amplifiers. They now have speakers and subs. And not only any speakers, I like to refer to them as loudspeakers. You can call them whatever you like, but they're there. They're fun. They're all built. Gary and the crew spent a bunch of time coming up with some really neat ideas. If I'm giving Gary credit for something he didn't do, I think he told us this was.
Did they have subwoofers?
Yes, they do have subwoofers.
Really?
We've seen them. Oh. That was that bump back magnetic plate that they spent so much time designing because he wanted it a certain depth, and they had to find somebody here that could pound that into theirs and get it exactly how they wanted it. So a lot of technology went into these very cost-effective products brought to us by the fine folks at Audio Control. So if you're looking for premier audio but at a budget price, head over to audiocontrol.com and check it out. You know, I was on their website before we got started. And
what do you find?
I don't know what is going on, but it's like they changed the whole website.
Of course.
Which is kind of neat.
I mean, it's new people working in there, so of course.
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't like it?
No, I like it. It's much cleaner. So there's the subwoofers that you were asking about.
Yes.
Epic X.
I think it's more vivid. You know,
it's
not plain.
Yeah. Definitely not playing. Hey, it's got Jeeps. Because they make a Jeep box.
An Epicentro.
They got a lot of Epicenter going on here.
Oh, it's a dancing party.
What do we got? Dancing?
Of course.
Oh, this is fake. This is AI.
No, it's not.
There's no shadows. She has no shadow.
The sun is on the other side.
She has no shadow. No, it's fake. No, it's fake. Why is he grinding on the speaker?
Because it doesn't fit.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, look at that.
Well, look at that. We got first-hand tech support.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Ooh. Wow, this is a lot of scroll action going on here.
That's
this is like
cool.
Scrolls forever.
Nice.
Holy cow. Is this the grandfather teaching the little punk-ass kid how to do an install?
Whoa.
That's very weird. Yeah, wow. Okay. So anyways, Audio Control has a whole new website. You might want to check it out because it looks like they've got a lot. I mean, that thing just went on forever. That was crazy. So head over there, check it out, see what's going on.
It's not AI. Right there. It's people.
It's AI.
Dancing. You know?
Okay.
Bad Bunny right now is playing.
Bad Bunny. Super Bowl. Here we go. Vera, sometimes you just got to poke the bear.
Yeah. Just be prepared.
Dude, I'm usually a recipient of said poking. I don't know how I could. I don't know how I should. That's like. I think you should have read that one out loud before you posted it. I'm just saying. Just think you might want to read that one out loud before you post it. You can't take it back now. Can't take it back. I just swapped my JL-JX 364 for a Kenwood 901.5. What a world of difference it made. Yeah. One of those was made in the last century and has like serious power. If you've ever seen the dyno we did on the 901.5,
that's a beast.
It's a beast, man. Yeah. Holy God.
If you got one of those, you'd be happy for sure.
Yeah. Okay. He's just having fun.
Everybody's having fun.
I know.
Except us.
I mean, I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ernie. Hi, yeah.
That was like
I know,
2 hours ago, man.
I know. I'm just going through, man. Just checking it out.
No, you live it in the past, bro. Come on.
I did. Jason says, did you guys ever listen to the JBL Arena X 3-way component set you unboxed a few years ago? Actually, yes, I did. I finally got a chance to hear a set. Master Tech Expo 2 years ago, JBL had a listening room set up with the Arena X's in boxes. They had the whole seat, from the Blown Away Memorex tape commercial, and it's fully EQ'd to the room. They sounded fantastic. It made me want to build my own towers to put them in, but then I realized that would never happen, so I just moved on with my life. But they sounded great. They were really nice.
It's a set of towers over here around here.
Yeah, they're up front right now. Yeah, I got tired of looking at them, but I did start on them. So hopefully in the next week we'll have those.
You just got 2 pieces.
I do. Well, I mean, we'll have the mid-range in at some point. We got paint in, so we're doing well. We're making moves.
Yeah.
Changing colors, doing cool stuff. So, I think you said it right there. Have a great week.
Thank you so much.
This week is going to be fun and exciting. We are going, like we said at the opening of the show, we're going to be out at Tampa at the Ibex Boat Show with our good friends from Modus. There's a lot of people that are going to be out there in the industry as far as companies like Rawford, Kicker, Wet Sounds, and pretty much Electromedia, Hertz. Eduardo, that's in the show periodically, is going to be out there selling some of his switch panels that he makes.
Yeah.
As he tries to get out of this car audio game.
And coffee.
Just do boat stuff. So anyways, we'll be doing that. We'll see how it goes as far as what we can show you, what we're going to do. There will be some video that is taken for sure, and we'll let you know. Maybe we'll do some Instagram. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to promise anything because anytime I do that, it always bites me in the butt. And, I mean, with the great time we're having with the internet right now, I mean, you might not be able to see anything. Be like you're underwater or something. I don't know.
Oh, yes. We totally underwater right now.
Yeah. And then, of course, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on with the Mustang. We'll be back to work on that a little later this week. Sooner the better because we're actually making progress. So, yeah, that's all we got. That's what's happening.
Well, it just kicked me out.
Well, of course it did because it's just sucky.
Thank you, guys.
We'd like to thank you for watching and going on this journey with us. Thank you for great questions. DSP is dead. Long live the DSP. And we'd like to thank the sponsors, AudioControl, Arc Audio, Focal, Mosconi, Gladen, for being parts of the show. Without them, we wouldn't be doing this. And without you, we wouldn't be doing this at all. So thank you for playing along with us. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And if you'd like to watch a prettier version of this, tomorrow morning at 5:30, it'll be up for you to do. In the meantime, and in between time, you guys have a fantastical night. We'll see you back here Friday morning for the news. Ooh, we'll be doing that. So stay tuned for that. And of course, Saturday, as always. Hopefully the internet won't suck then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.